All right, we are live in Oakland, California with Lyrics Born. We just cut the vocals for my second single coming up. Working title is One of One. Scott killed it.
Thank you.
That went so much faster than I was
Awesome.
like planning for it, man.
Good, man. My pleasure, man.
So I've been listening to Lyrics Born for probably like 6 years. One of my buddies put me onto you.
Okay, wow.
So I've grown up listening to a lot of like old school hip hop, like
Who was the buddy?
Jared Storm.
Shout to Jared.
He actually wanted to come here today because he's a video guy too, and he
Okay.
wanted to come out and like take some videos and stuff. But
Yeah.
but I grew up listening to a lot of stuff, like a lot of hip hop stuff, like Jurassic 5 is probably one of my favorites. And
Of course.
I know you've done stuff with Chali Tuna.
Of course. Yeah.
Do you guys keep in touch or?
Oh yeah, he's on my
Yeah.
new album. Yeah.
Oh,
All the
no
time.
shit.
That's my guy, man. Him,
Oh man.
Cut Chemist, New Mark. They're all.
Yeah.
Love all those guys, man.
So I saw Jurassic 5 in concert last year. They did like a
Last year being, for people that don't know, 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we're drinking.
I've got that whiskey in us.
This is not tea. These are mugs, but this is not tea. Yeah. Go ahead.
But they did it was like a random reunion tour. It was like full lineup.
Right.
And
That was huge.
it was one of the coolest freaking hip hop shows. I mean, I'm sure you've seen them before, right?
Of course.
Have you toured with them or
Of course.
done shows with them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Over the years, many times.
So I know the first time we talked on the phone, talked basketball a little bit. I'm a Cavs guy. At this point, I'm more of a LeBron guy.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm a LeBron guy too. I'm in awe of LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm a huge LeBron fan. Of course, I want the Warriors to win.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's your
And we
hometown
did.
team.
And we did because we're a dynasty.
At this point, you guys are probably the best team in NBA history.
Uh,
It's
I think we need to win a couple more, but definitely a dynasty.
yeah. As far as the team chemistry goes, I mean, the Bulls of the mid '90s are always up there in the talks
Yeah.
for the goats.
Yeah.
But like, you guys can beat any team, and it doesn't even look like you try.
Well, the thing
Like on a bad night, you guys
Yeah.
still whoop everyone's ass.
Yeah, okay, well that's the thing, because it's, hold on, this whiskey is getting to me. I can't get my chair to sit still. Damn Aeron chair. Fuck it. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the thing about the Warriors is that our superstar, any one of those superstars could be having a shitty night,
Right.
but the team
Yeah.
still pulls together, and that's what I love, that's
I mean,
what I love about the Warriors.
They have like 4 Hall of Famers that are gonna,
Yeah,
on starting like 4 out of your 5 stars
Yeah.
are Hall of Famers. And
yeah.
it's just insane. And like, that game 1 in the finals. We'll talk music eventually, but
Yeah.
this is still fresh in my head.
Yeah, well, we just won last week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that game 1, I think it was what really like sealed it.
Yeah,
Because I mean, that was Cleveland's game to lose.
yeah.
Went into overtime, and then Golden State just turned up in overtime.
What did you think about LeBron breaking his hand? What was your opinion on that whole situation?
He actually broke it. It was like a
Did you hear about this?
no.
Okay, so
I knew he injured it. I didn't know if it was like officially broken.
he was so mad after game 1, he punched the chalkboard.
Okay.
And broke his hand.
Jesus.
And so that affected him for the rest of the series. Now,
He still had good games. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
he had fun.
crazy.
He said,
it's crazy. I mean, it almost says, in a certain way, it
It almost
almost
like-
says more about him.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of people's, the common criticism against LeBron is that like he's soft.
What?
Like he complains about fouls a lot, and everyone says like, oh, Jordan was like way tougher, and
Well, you know,
how-
I don't think it's fair to really use Jordan as the standard, because LeBron is just a different kind of player.
Yeah.
He's way more physical. He's way more. He's a much. I feel like he's a bigger guy.
Oh, absolutely.
And he has a different game.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's fair to use Jordan as the standard by which you measure everybody. But I think, in my opinion, I think you really just have to go by rings, And
so
I know
that's a good point. And
Yeah.
like So there's always a question of like who's the GOAT, who's the best.
Yeah.
And like everyone says like, oh well, if it's just rings. So like to put this back to music a little bit, it's like does the greatest like by using that logic, do you think like record sales would sort of like factor into what makes a band great?
Well,
I mean, it's art.
Art is different.
It's art and sports, so it's kind of apples to oranges. But like,
Yeah.
I've kind of like had the dialogue in my own head of like,
Yeah.
what defines the greatest.
Right. Okay. So this is how, in my opinion, how things differ. Art is way more subjective. The
True.
person that you may think is the greatest artist of all time, somebody else might not.
Yeah.
However, if we're looking at athletes, you look at their stats.
Right.
In the way that they play. That's really all
like
you
numbers.
have to
Yeah,
look. Right. That's
numbers.
really all you have as metrics
Right.
to sort of evaluate the greatness of
Yeah.
a player. The other thing is, man, that it okay, so here's another analogy. Like most people consider, particularly if you grew up in the 80s, most people consider Rakim to be one of the greatest of all time. But that's because we have 30 years of legacy to look back on.
Sure.
Since
That's a good point.
that's and Jordan has that same sort of advantage. He's got 30 years of legacy that after you stop playing, it just sort of becomes legend and then lore. We don't have that with LeBron yet. He's still playing. You know what I mean? So, but if he can win as many or more rings,
I think the conversation's over at that point.
yeah.
Well,
it definitely becomes more difficult.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean his records in the finals, aren't that great, but like, what he did with the Cleveland team or lack thereof this year is just, the fact they made it to the finals was just at that point I was like, whatever happens now I'm cool with because I didn't think they were going to make it to the finals.
Right. Well, I mean, again, that says a lot about LeBron, and what are you going to do, man?
So I always joke with people because I think he's at a point where he should just go for rings. He's going into his 16th year. He's not getting younger. The Cleveland organization has proved that they're unable to provide the support that he needs.
Yeah.
So I was just like, just go to Golden State, man.
Go to Golden State. How would that work?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just like at this point.
You really want to stack the team, if he wants an easy ring.
Yeah.
I think that there's some great teams out there for him, though.
Yeah, I mean, San Antonio would be cool.
I would love to see him play for
him
Houston.
And Pop, like
Houston.
Yeah.
I would love to see him play because I love Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I love Harden, and to see the three of them together and how they gel, that'd be
cool. Be crazy.
So.
Cool. So yeah.